Following up tonight, a Western North Carolina man will spend the rest of his life in prison after he pled guilty in the death of an upstate woman from last fall. Daniel Printz appeared in federal court today and entered his plea and learned his sentence. Fox Carolina's Zach Prolutsky in Spartanburg with what happened in court.
We now know as part of the plea agreement that Daniel Printz acknowledged being involved in the deaths of 4 women over the age of 60 years old.
Those 4 women are Edna Suttles, Nancy Rigo, Dolores Sellers, and Lee Goodman. Printz pled guilty to kidnapping resulting in death in the case of Suttles. Her remains were found in this wooded area in Rutherfordton, North Carolina in May. The charge carries a mandatory life sentence with the option of the death penalty. Prosecutors did not seek that option, though. Emotions were running high as nearly a dozen family members of the 4 victims spoke to Printz and the court. Some addressing Printz, who was wearing an orange jumpsuit, directly, saying they are glad to know he won't be able to hurt another person again. Prosecutors telling the judge that no punishment would be too harsh for the crimes Printz has committed. Before learning his fate, Printz spoke briefly, offering his apologies and asking for forgiveness. He added he knows it probably does not mean too much to those still grieving. The judge in the case sentenced Printz to life in prison. Reporting in Spartanburg, Zach Prolutsky for Fox Carolina News.
Now, the Greenville County Sheriff's Office will hold a press conference tomorrow morning at 10 with other agencies. We're expecting to learn more details about that case with Mr. Printz.
Now, our sister station, WBTV over in Charlotte, was able to speak with someone who was once close to Printz. She says the news is not surprising.
I was never surprised. I mean, of course you're shocked that somebody you know could do such a thing, but it didn't surprise me in the end. In the end, you have to answer for everything you do here on Earth. Maybe he's thinking more of his future. I don't know.
And thanks to the help from WBTV, we actually first broke this case when those first documents were unsealed. We have all of that coverage more in depth at foxcarolina.com. And of course, we'll be streaming that news conference live tomorrow and have the very latest first thing on the 4 o'clock news tomorrow afternoon.